Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, it's the Tier 6 American SPG and it's located on the northeast spawn of Glacier and it's under the command of the Demontaxidriver. And you can see it's the special What Arty Noobs versions created by Rusty. Sir Rusty, well, Demontaxidriver is about to be team killed by his own Arty. Okay, so he's driving away from the spawn point and he's headed up into the trees. You can see nothing wrong with this. He's not hurting anyone. He's found a firing position and he's about to start engaging the enemy. Okay, so I'm going to engage the mini-map. You can see that his teammate in the other Arty is behind him actually. I'm looking at the general position. Now Demontaxidriver is engaging the enemy and the M40 who entered the game with him is just over that ridgeline at the moment. I'm going to continue in outside camera so you can actually see what's going on. You can see that Demontaxidriver is playing the game properly. He already got 116 hit points damage on the OI with the first shot. And you can see that beautiful M44 with the What Arty Noobs colours created by Rusty. Very nice indeed they are. And just over that ridgeline is the Arty who's going to team kill Demontaxidriver. Now it looks like Demontaxidriver is having difficulty finding a good target to fire at. But he's re-aiming. As he's moving position. There's the M43 of Tokyo39. And Demontaxidriver is moving up on top of the hill and he's just accidentally knocked that tree over. Which is not very useful, but yeah, you can see the Tokyo39 there, just down below. And Demontaxidriver is aiming. Don't think he got a hit with that one. Looks like he's aiming towards the south, where there's an engagement going on between the heavy tank and I think that may be a Lorraine. But he's about to be killed, as I said. Oh, he got some damage. In fact, actually, he took out a TVP VTU and did some damage to another tank as well at the same time. So that was a good shot. And there's that M40 again. He's suddenly appeared. It's a replay mod fault that fails to show the your teammates all the time. But he is there. And you can see he just fired at the enemy.
That was close.
Oh, and it looks like Demontaxidriver just hit the Type 64. And the Type 64 got hit directly afterwards for some stun assist. Now, it's quite a prominent position to be in, sitting up on top of this hill. I don't normally advocate it. And there's Tokyo39. He's actually moved to a new firing position.
That was close.
So he's relocated. It's going further away. Don't understand why he would move away from that position. It's quite dangerous where he's gone. But Demontaxidriver is continuing to fire on the enemy. And he got a good hit there on the T-3485, 200 hit points and some stun assists. And he's loaded again. Now the other Arty has gone back behind
That was
him.
close.
You can't see it at the moment, but he is directly behind Demontaxidriver. You can see it on the mini-map. He's gone round the corner. I'm looking in the direction of where the M40, M43 is at this moment. You can see it on the mini-map if you look. And he's turned slightly.
That was close.
And he got some good damage there on the T150. Now I think that Tokyo is right behind Demontaxidriver at this moment. There you can see he's aiming upwards towards Demontaxidriver. Demontaxidriver fires and gets a critical hit on the OI. Now I'm not sure if this is carelessness or stupidity on the part of the M40 driver. You'll have to decide that for yourself. But he is moving, changing position.
Enemy armor
And Demontaxidriver gets a kill on the OI. You can see there he is, and he's just team killed
This vehicle has had it.
Demontaxidriver. Now he would have had a red line if he'd fired directly through. No apology in chat. Oh, he does apologise. Said sorry, and the other guy says really, and that's Demontaxidriver says really. I don't think that that was accidental. I think that was deliberate because the M40, M43 had done very little damage this game. And he's just been called a retard. I'm very certain that that was a deliberate damage. He deliberately aimed at Demontaxidriver because he wasn't getting any damage and he wanted to hog it all for himself. Well, team killing Demontaxidriver is going to have a bad effect upon the game. Yep, because now the enemy is near the cap. And despite the fact that they just lost the T29, and it was the M43 who got the kill, they are in a bit of a sticky situation. They've actually got less hit points on their team. If you can see that right at the top of the page, it says 1739. The enemy has 2494. So they have quite a bit more in the way of hit points, the enemy team. The KV3 is almost full health, and he's about to attack a 40 TP, who's actually quite a noob, so probably doesn't understand the game as well. And at this moment we're following the 40 TP. No, now the T25. Well, that Striv is probably not going to get the reception that he wants, because there's a Ferdinand in the south. And he's saying Polonaeus Camper. Tu par Arty debile. And the Ferdinand has just killed the 3002. And the FV207 on the enemy team has just killed the M40. So now they are losing. They actually have 3 tanks left against 4 for the enemy. And the Striv has now had to come back because he realises that his team are now in deadly danger. And the other members of the team are indicating the grid square where they think the enemy is located. The KV3 is just located the 40 TP. And I don't think the 40 TP is going to last very long. Nope, he's gone. The Ferdinand's been spotted. And although the Striv is getting ready to shoot him, that means the Striv will also be spotted by the enemy Arty. And he gets a nice hit into the Ferdinand, who fires back and sets fire to the Striv. And remember, the Striv can be seen by the enemy Arty at this moment. And although he takes the Ferdinand out of the game, I'm fully expecting the enemy Arty to have a go at the Striv. Well, there's one, taking 166 off him. And remember, there's that KV3 out there. And when that KV3 finds a very, very much weakened Striv S1, there he is, he's found him. And the KV3's been punished by the Striv, but oh, he managed to get away with it for that moment. And the Striv has been taken out by the enemy Arty. So he's been punished. And that means there's only one enemy left, and that is the T25-2. And we're following the T25-2. The only member left on his team, remember, he's being targeted by the Arty and the KV3. Here's the KV3, and that's the end of the game. And that's all because the Arty Tokyo39 team killed Demontaxidriver. And it was a deliberate act. Wasn't something he was sorry about at all. He did it deliberately. Well, you can see the Demontaxidriver actually did a very good job. He actually did manage to get a Confederate medal for his game. He did do an awful lot of damage, 1,381. He only got 2 kills in the game, a TVV BTU and an OI. But he did hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. But he was team killed by the M40-M43. And as a result of that, they lost the game. There you go. -1, 280. So you can see that despite the fact that he actually did end up getting some points and some credits and some XP, and in fact actually he did damage one of his own team members with one of his shots, despite that they lost the game simply because that M40-M43 driver was jealous of what Demontaxidriver was doing in the game and how well he was doing. So, well, obviously it's up to Wargaming, but I think you really ought to ban this guy, Tokyo39 of the F-D clan, and remove him from the game because he's obviously not abiding by the rules and deliberately team killing other Arty just because of jealousy. Thank you.